Hi, Rebecca. Nice to meet you again. I remember a couple months ago, during the New Year celebration, you won a big prize.
Yes.
Nice to see you again. So how do you like the conference so far?
It's great. I think there's a lot more people than last year, so it's getting a lot of attention. So we're really enjoying it.
Yeah. Do you want to give a short introduction of yourself to our audience?
Sure. So my name is Rebecca Grant. I'm Senior Director of Life Sciences and Innovation for the City of Philadelphia. I am in the Business Development Unit of the Department of Commerce, and this simply means that I work to attract, retain, and expand life science companies to Philadelphia.
So regarding it, you mentioned that there is a Department of Commerce. Is there any policies, the incentives? What's that like? Can you elaborate that?
Yeah. So we have some local incentives. I specifically work only for the city of Philadelphia. And so in Philadelphia, we look at job creation. So we have an incentive called the Quality Jobs Program. And that is an incentive that pays companies or helps companies with hiring Philadelphians specifically, as long as they pay $16 and some change per hour, have time off and benefits. And most life science companies, can take advantage of this very easily. We also have like some Keystone Opportunity Zones, or what we call KOZ spaces in Philadelphia. So when new startups or life science companies go into these spaces, they get certain tax breaks. I myself am working on a grant program as part of our Catalyst Fund, specifically for life sciences companies who have received Phase 1 SBIR or Phase 2 SBIR grants from the federal government. So we're always thinking about life sciences at the city level and how we can contribute in a meaningful way.
Thank you. And my second question is, how do you feel the impact of this conference to the local business, like biotech, pharma?
I mean, I learned a lot in the business talk that I was just in, and it's very interesting. I think what people can learn from this is, like, for example, the talk I was in, we talk about a little bit of uncertainty at the federal level, but honestly, Europe is doing a lot of work with China and acquiring companies, mergers and acquisitions, etc. And so I think what we could learn is just how far we'll be left behind if we don't keep, funding science and being innovative and creating. So I think this conference, it's been really, really great that way. I also think as far as helping businesses, I think it just opens up a lot of people's eyes to just how much work is going on in the country, but also outside of the country. We have to remember we're not, this island by ourselves in the world. I think that's really, really important, and I think it's a good cultural exchange as well.
Yeah, appreciate it. And then my last question is about the collaborations. How do you feel like, for example, SAPA-GP can collaborate with the Department of Commerce, the city of Philadelphia, in the future, and then we can better to involve more educators, students, or young professionals?
Yeah. I love that yesterday they had high school students pitching. I think that was really, really important. Because we know that, especially in the city, we need to start exposing both parents and students at a very young age to the fact that they can be in science. I think people don't realize that, all the different niche professions that are in the life sciences, and how you could either have an advanced degree or not have an advanced degree and still have a really very good job making, a family sustaining wage. As far as collaboration, I definitely collaborate with SAPA because I have done panels for SAPA just to talk about Philadelphia and what we have to offer. I think the collaboration piece is very important. I also think it's kind of a natural part of our ecosystem. We tend to collaborate a lot in Philadelphia. And I really say that from experience because I've done research outside of this ecosystem, and it was not as good as doing research in this ecosystem. So I think I would love to see SAPA grow and spread its borders to Philly. I really think if we were to try this in Philly as it grows, that a lot of people will come. And because the airport is so close, I think a lot of people will fly in and attend this conference. So I'm really excited to see it grow because I think it's a very good.
Well, thank you so much. Thank you for taking the question. Enjoy your day.
You too.